Alright, welcome back everyone. So today I'm talking about starting up your own Minecraft server and the configuration that you need to do on there. I'll try to explain things as best as I can. I'll be focusing on the spigot. I won't go too much depth into Minecraft Realms and Vanilla because those both are pretty simple. Minecraft Realms, almost anyone can set that up, just follow the prompts pretty much. And Vanilla is super simple as well. Like you just see on this front page here, like it's so simple. Just read. So this is where it gets a bit more complicated. The initial setup of Spigot is exactly the same as the Vanilla, but it's where you get in depth is where it gets quite tricky. So I'll show you how to just set it up first. So download the latest one. Just click this right here and it will download. So then just put that latest, the spigot-latest.jar, into a folder called spigot or server or whatever you want to call it. And you also want to create, just on a text document, put this text down. And then you want to save it as Run.BAT. Very important. And I already have it, so it's useless for me to save it again. But now that you got those two, you double click Run, and you should see it's going to create some files for us. Just like that. So here we edit and change this false to true. And all that's doing is pretty much agreeing to their terms and conditions, which you can see here. So save that. Double click Run again. Just wait for it to set itself up. Oh, I have a server already running on that port, so I just have to change the server properties. I'll change the port number and save it, and now I'll run it. And it should set up. Yeah. So once that's done preparing spawn area, it's set up. So that's how simple it is just to start up your server. Now you can join, you can play, it feels like you're just playing a vanilla though. So you're going to want to add more to your server. You want to make it interesting for people to play on. So that's where the plugins folder comes in handy. So here, this is where you're going to want to drop all your plugins into. So once you download them, you just click and drag and put them right in here. And then I'll show you how to configure those up. But that's how to set up your own Spigot server at home. Now, I would recommend if you're serious about starting up your server and you want it to do good, you should buy yourself a server. Because running it at home is fine, but it's not quite as reliable. You don't have people that are paid to make sure the server is up and running. You're not going to be home 24/7 to make sure that happens. So, if you do have the funds for that, I would just go server hosting and just find a place. I've obviously clicked this one before. And whatever, just do your own research, find the one that's going to be the best price for you and that you like. But yeah, so just find a place like this and hit order, I guess. Yeah, so here they have multiple games they host, just a normal Minecraft, and here you can choose your plans. Now the prices vary, depends where you go. I believe this one's a bit on the high end, I'm not sure. But if you are going to buy a server, and I would recommend you would get 2 gigs at least. It's just safer that way. So here you just enter your information. It's all pretty straightforward. And then once you get that started up, you pretty much have the same as this. You would have generally you have, using like a FileZilla software or something like that, you have access to all of these folders and files. I don't have one currently, but this is what it would look like. You would, if I just open up my desktop, Spigot. So this is kind of what you would be seeing for your Minecraft folders, or you might also have an interface on their website where you can do the same thing. Either way, I'm sure they're going to help you through that. But the configuration of the plugins are all the same. So I'll just close that up. So to get started, we're going to want to go to a website. So click this link. I'll have it right in the description. And this is like all the plugins that there are for this mod. So there's like almost 30,000 of them, so there's tons. So a good one that pretty much everyone needs on their server is Essentials. So here we go. We see this one was updated on the 21st, so like last week. So let's click that and just pretty much download it. And you just wait a little bit and keep. And then it's so simple. Click and just drag it right into plugins. Now you see it's in there. Now at this point you need to stop your server and restart it in order for it to load the new plugin, or you can also reload the server using RL. But I recommend just doing stop and double click run again, and it should load the essentials. If we just wait, it should show up here. Now you can see here already they created a folder for it, and enabling Essential++ version 3. So there you go. You got your first plugin installed. Now I'll show you how it is in game. Alright, so we go to our multiplayer direct connect, or you can add the server if you want. And remember, I changed the port, so be sure that your port is the same, otherwise it's not going to work. And since this server is hosted on my computer, I can put in just localhost for the IP address because it's on my server or on my computer. If you have a host somewhere else, you're gonna have to make sure you use their IP address and don't copy this because it's not gonna work then. But join the server. And there we go. We spawn in a roofed forest. Cool. Right? Kind of. Yeah. So as you can see here, if you do /pl, which will load or show you all of the plugins you have installed, you can see I have Essential++, and that's the only plugin I have. So I am already in OP, so I can do whatever I want. Like I can do all the commands. Oh man, all the commands. So /help gives you a list of everything. So I got 12 pages of commands, and that Essentials is a lot of them. Like it gives you every command possible, really. Like it is very important. There is a whole list of the commands that gives you probably just on the page that you downloaded it from. Just check around there, I'm sure it will be there somewhere, and you can see all the commands that they have. And see, I can just do /gm instead of /game mode, and you can see it's Essentials++. So just little things like that help a lot. That looks weird. But that is a very basic plugin. It's super easy to install. You don't have to really set anything up, but it's a start. Now, if you're gonna want stuff like money on the server, and you want to set up ranks and quests and all that, I'm going to show you how to do all of that on later videos, because that goes really in depth. But until then, this is how to set up a very basic server. Thank you for watching.